After a disappointing performance at the African Cup of Nations, the Gabonese government decided to suspend the entire national team and exclude Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Bruno Manga from the squad. And despite the fact that this decision may be too emotional and temporary, it's still obvious that the team is going through a deep crisis and desperately needs a fresh start. Hello guys, welcome to the channel. My name is AJ, and in today's video we're going to look at some solid and interesting players from Gabon you might be interested in signing in Football Manager 26. I will provide you with some interesting transfers you can do without spoiling your potential and current abilities of the players and avoiding way too obvious names. First of all, I would like to start this list with a little tribute. I first came across Moussa Keane in Football Manager 24 while managing a 3rd division club in Japan. At this level, it's extremely difficult to find the players that can genuinely strengthen your squad without demanding a higher wages, and especially when your club has no reputation at all. He's still physically strong, athletic, good in the air, reliable in tackles. For another 1 or 2 seasons, he's still capable of delivering solid performances. So for anyone who enjoys starting from the bottom, a player like this can be incredibly useful. So before we're gonna move on to the main list, I would like to do a couple of more honorable mentions. Another player that performed quite well for his age is Levi Madinda. He is a dynamic and mobile player who can play both as a central and attacking midfielder. A well-balanced player, doing well in attacking systems and possessions play. He is still doing well and can be a good addition to the teams with a lower reputation. Another free agent that can be a good option for the teams with low reputation is Jérémy Moussango. A balanced winger with solid technique, good off-ball movement, good long shots, passing. He links up well with teammates and joins attacks effectively, but he needs trust and some time to develop. He's not particularly strong in big matches, but that mostly depends on the league level. If you give him opportunities, I think he can grow into a very decent player. And the last free agent for today is Medvin Bitege, a well-balanced central midfielder at his peak, excellent at arriving late into the box, great at finishing and contributing technically, really good physical skills, a versatile, well-balanced and reliable player who can be a big help for lots of teams. So the last player from the honorable mentions is quite an interesting choice. I usually don't like recommending players over the age of 30 because I do believe that Football Manager is a game about long-term planning. However, I cannot ignore Gilor Kanga from Esenler Erokspor. A true leader on the pitch, excellent at set pieces with great technique, vision and passing quality. Even at his age, he clearly stands out compared to many others and continues to perform at a high level. He's going to cost you 2.5 million right away, so signing him in the first season might not make much sense, but if you ever see Kanga available on the free transfer, picking him up might be a smart move. Now we move on to top 10. And we are starting with 2 promising players that are harder to evaluate due to their young age. Starting at number 10 is Ben Tree from Norwich youth team. He has excellent pace, strong development potential. He usually progresses very well during the first season at Norwich, so it's worth keeping an eye on him. If Norwich will decide not to extend his contract, you might be able to sign him. So his speed and runs into the space are his biggest strengths, making him a great option for the teams that don't dominate on possession or rely on quick counterattacks. Another young player with a promising potential is Brian Meillot from Lyon. Technically gifted, agile and comfortable using both feet. He can play on either wing and could develop into a solid attacking option if given enough time and proper physical development. Seventh place goes to Jeremy Oyono from Frosinone. In this database, his potential ability is lower than his brother's. However, in my simulations, he impressed me even more. Excellent crossing, dribbling, and the ability to find space or carry the ball forward. He's an underrated player who can steadily improve, with good physical attributes and overall balance, so in my opinion, he is a very solid full-back option. Next spot is taken by Noah Lemina from Yverdon. Another young and promising player whose career is currently in a downturn, but he's still a very capable player who can significantly improve. Good pace, technique, and the ability to play on both wings make him an interesting signing. He is best suited for the role of the inverted winger. Strong long shots and overall balance can turn him in a very useful reinforcement for many teams. Another representative of cheap but solid signings is Alex Musunda from Aris Limassol. A strong, athletic and aggressive centre-back who performs well in both back 2 and back 3 systems, dominant in the air and dangerous on the set pieces. He has good potential, solid mental attributes and relatively low price, making him a great option for the clubs in Europe's third-tier divisions. The situation with Xavi Babica from Crvena Zvezda is pretty similar to Oliver Antmans from the previous episode. Is he the best player in his position in this country? Absolutely. Is he overpriced? Definitely. Babica is strong, technically gifted, very fast, and he can improve many teams. But is he worth paying the full price for? I'm not really convinced. If you need pace for quick counterattacks, he's a great choice, but I wouldn't pay 9 million for him. I would wait for better opportunity to go for him. This might surprise some people, but Anthony Oyono from Frosinone took the 4th place in today's list. He didn't impress me much in 3D matches. He's clearly a well-balanced player with strong potential and room to grow, but I think he fits teams that focus slightly more on defense than attack. His versatility makes him extremely useful for the course of the season, as he can cover almost any defensive position. He is one of the players with the best potential in the entire country, but maybe he just didn't suit my tactics well. So the 3rd place goes to the player who really impressed me the most in 3D matches. And this was Rodi Junior Efagé from Aris Limassol. That is a find I'm actually really happy about. He's athletic, well-balanced, tall, excellent peak as a deep line forward, extremely cheap for the attributes he brings to a squad. And when he was absent, the team's result noticeably declined through the season. He can play inside the box and contribute in the build-up, making him a fantastic signing for clubs in Europe's second-tier leagues. So 2nd place might not be a surprise for you because it's taken by Michel Mbula from FC Metz. A very solid and reliable option for the teams in Europe's 2nd tier, technically and physically balanced, strong defensively and effective on set pieces. Also tall, capable of passing and consistent. In my save, he was always a leader at the back and performed really well. Well, choosing the winner this time was fairly easy because Jacques Cormier from Angers is clearly on the different level compared to the rest of the players. Excellent physical attributes, bravery and defensive skills make him a fantastic signing for many European leagues. He's strong defensively but also contributes well going forward and doing crosses, has great potential and good natural fitness attributes, suggesting he can maintain this level for many years. Yes, he still needs to improve his attacking attributes to reach the very top, but even right now he's an excellent fullback capable of covering huge areas on the pitch. A well-deserved winner of today's list. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and you find some interesting players that you'd like to sign in your saves. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and most importantly, take care of yourselves. Goodbye.